Every era has its frontier. A line between what is and what's next. We've played the game, built the legends, carried the weight. But this is different. This is where the game leaves the ground. No limits, no ceiling. No looking back. This isn't the next season. This is the next frontier.
Let's go! Saturday in the park, and we're in Chicago. It all makes sense. We're live in Rosemont, Illinois, Parkway Bank Sports Complex. The AUSL off and running. Today we've got an early start. We've got a good one. We've got the Carolina Blaze taking on the homestanding Chicago Bandits. Hello, everyone. So glad you found us on a Saturday afternoon here in Chicago with my partner, Kenzie Fowler. I am Eric Collins, and let's talk about this home team. The Chicago Bandits really slow out of the gate. They lost their first 4 games, but they have totally turned it around, and right now they're hotter than a firecracker.
7 games into the season, and you're now looking at the hottest team in the AUSL, and it has been their offense that has driven this winning streak. Yes, it was a slow start for the Chicago Bandits, but what they are doing now, we've got to talk about it offensively. A couple of different players getting it done. The rookie, Tiana Bell, who just joined the team last week, home runs for her, and then you go from the rookie to the veteran, Mary Jacopo. This was a home run, a walk-off home run that took the series over the OKC Spark. And how about Sammy Williams, who is quietly leading this league right now in hits, in batting average. This is a 2-run shot in our first game of the series a couple of days ago.
A lot to like. A lot of people smiling here in Rosemont. Last 3 games, outscoring their opponents 20-10, so doing it decisively. And the power, they're averaging close to 7 runs per game. Well, in the circle for the Bandits, trying to keep on keeping on. Taylor McQuillan, this will be start number 2 for her. She has come out of the pen a couple of times. Really good numbers across the board.
Yeah, this is the veteran arm that Chicago will go to, whether it's in a starting role or they like to use McQuillan a lot in relief. She is a veteran who has been there, done that. The lefty likes to spin it. Will go side to side, curveball, screwball, throws hard.
Switch in the lineup. McQuillan is going to face Anna Gold starting in the leadoff spot for the first time all season long. Her and Aubrey Leach have flip-flopped. Leach in the 2-hole had been the starter as the leadoff batter in the first 6 games. Gold, Leach, Kennedy. We spotlight Reese Atwood, who is off to a great start as a rookie. Kowalik next, Brito. Clark and Ocasio rounding out the 9. Good to see Kayla Kowalik out there. If you had a chance to see the game on Wednesday, the last time these 2 clubs played, Kowalik had to leave the game. Was uncomfortable, but clearly she is okay. And okay so far is McQuillan. She strikes out on a Gold.
Throwing in the mid-60s. And this is her go-to pitch, Taylor McQuillan. That screwball is away from Anna Gold. It's going to spin up a little bit as well, has some tail. She pitches with some energy.
Here's Aubrey Leach. Aubrey Leach, good game a couple of days ago, a triple and a homer. She's got the batting average up to 238. Still has yet to strike out in 2026. It's been an interesting week weather-wise here in Chicago. It has been cooler than you normally assume Chicago would be. Mid to late June. Got to the ballpark, the temperature was in the low 60s. Hard but foul. 2-2 to Leach. We're expecting to get up to mid 70s today, but that is a far cry for what it could be. They've been playing professional softball in this building for over 15 years. Located 27, Jenny Finch Way. Of course, the great right-hander Jenny Finch began her pro career as a Chicago Bandit. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ball is low, and Leach is aboard. 4th walk on the year for Aubrey Leach. Runner on with 1 out for Carolina.
A likely place for Aubrey Leach to be on base. Kind of interesting, Eric. We were looking at the lineup before this game got going, and it has been the same lineup for the most of the season for Carolina, except for Anna Gold and Aubrey Leach just doing a little flip at the top with Aubrey Leach, of course, now in scoring position, but she has been the leadoff up until this game.
I think they may give her a stolen base. She kind of was off with that pitch and was able to make it standing when it skips away from the catcher, Jacopo. That would be a news story if they score it a stolen base. Through the first 6 games, Carolina has a grand total of 1 stolen base as a team. All right, a ball and no strikes. Dakota Kennedy, really good looking rookie. 7 hits in 14 at bats with a homer. Foul. 1-1.
One thing about Taylor McQuillan is she is not afraid to go inside to lefties, especially the power bats of Dakota Kennedy, who has a ton of power on the inner half. You'll see her throw a screwball time and time again, going in tight. It's right there.
Dakota had a painful day in this ballpark back on Wednesday. She was hit with a pitch twice. Stands her ground there. It's now 3-1. Dakota's from Sacramento, California. Finished her college experience at Arkansas. Softly hit, it'll make it through. Leach had to wait for a bit. She'll only go an extra 60 feet. Runners on at the corners with 1 out.
This is a really nice piece of hitting from the rookie, and she's getting a couple of looks at that screwball that's in on her hands, but she's making an in-at-bat adjustment, and it's not the hardest hit, but enough. And early in this game, the Blaze have something going offensively.
Here's Reese Atwood, rookie catcher from Texas. Swings at the first pitch and slugs it deep right center. It's gone off the scoreboard. A first inning 3-run homer for Atwood. How do you do? That was quick.
What a swing. 77 miles per hour off of the bat from the rookie, and there are only 2 rookie bats in this Carolina lineup, and they are Dakota Kennedy in that 3 spot and Reese Atwood in that 4 spot, and it's for this reason. Superstars, yes, we just saw Reese Atwood win a championship with Texas. She leads her team with home runs. She was on it.
I am in the Reese Atwood business. She can mash.
Whew. Just sees that screwball on the outer half as a right-handed hitter. Off the scoreboard.
This is Kayla Kowalik next in line. Kowalik, veteran. We've seen her behind the plate in games past. Today she's going to get a break from that. She's the DP. Kind of an awkward slide into second base on Wednesday. Took her out of that game, but she's back in the mix a couple of days later. Say she's tougher than walrus gristle. It's a Chicago expression. Pitch misses. Oh no, they're going to call it a strike. 2-2. And McQuillan wants to reset. He's having an issue with the PitchCom device, figuring out what's expected of her. Played on 1 hop by the second baseman, Akbayani. 2 down. Let's check in with Cole Mendez, standing by with the home run hitter.
Well, Reese, those 3 runs happened pretty quick. You got to see McQuillan yesterday. What about that view yesterday led to that at bat today?
I mean, she's a great pitcher. Yesterday she beat me on an outside pitch, and I was just hunting that pitch, and she gave it to me first pitch, so I took it.
Yeah, how quickly you guys scored. Blaze not used to getting that deficit game one, hungry for game two. What's the mindset with the team?
Yeah, I think coming together as a team and our coaching staff, just coming up with game plans was something that we really focused on. We felt a little timid yesterday at the plate, so just coming up with plans and sticking to it and trusting it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely not timid anymore. That swing, phenomenal.
Nicole, thank you so much. And Reese, fantastic stuff. This is Devin Netz. Yeah, closing the chapter, or book on that chapter. The game ended on Wednesday with a runner on at first base. It's a one-run game, and Atwood struck out swinging against McQuillan. Next time she sees her, she goes right center, 3-run homer. Pretty cool adjustment.
And on the first pitch. It's just always so impressive for any hitter in this league to be on time, to see a pitch that you like, first at bat. You're pitching or you're hitting against a veteran, you're a rookie in this league, and you're on time.
Devin Netz, humpback liner to the shortstop Koffel. Side is retired. But a 3-run homer, Reese Atwood.
Reese Atwood, we have seen her on the biggest stage, whether it's the Women's College World Series or here in this league. This is just the second week, and this rookie is making her presence known. 3-run shot, and Carolina is up.
So far, so great for Reese Atwood and the Carolina Blaze. They lead Chicago 3-0, bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the Bandits' starting lineup. It's presented by Rawlings. Starts with Morgan Zirkle, playing in her 154th Athletes Unlimited game. Aaron Koffel, Tiana Bell, Sammy Williams. We highlight Maria Copo because she has hit safely in 6 games this year. All 6 she's played in. Erickson, Clements, Butler, and Agbayani. That is a youthful bottom portion of the lineup. The opposite of youth, top end. One of the most tenured players in the history of professional softball. Morgan Zirkle will lead things off, and this is going to be a historic at-bat for her. This is her 500th career at-bat. She has never missed a game, any Athletes Unlimited platform game. Starting in 2020, 7 consecutive years, she has answered the bell each and every time, and these are her career numbers. Wow! 355, 177 homers, 30 stolen bases.
Incredible. She's been on base every single game in this season.
Well, she's going to face one of the hardest throwers on the planet right now, maybe the hardest. Carlin Pickens. First pitch was 74 miles an hour. We will see probably 78 before the afternoon is done.
She'll work side to side with drop ball to either side of the plate. Can run a rise ball upstairs. You're always going to see that mile-per-hour bug light up, mid-70s, and that's just her at her 80%, right? When she really wants to gear up, she can really go at 77, 78, 79 miles an hour. And how about at the top of the list, this rookie with 3 wins already for Carolina?
On the ground, easy play for Leach. Zirkle is retired in her 500th professional at bat with Athletes Unlimited.
Do you think she knows?
Has no idea.
Yeah, okay.
I've talked to her over the years, and we talk about the numbers she's amassed. And so, well, really? Oh, okay, great.
Let me just get another at bat.
Just loves to play the game at a high level. And she's getting better.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about what we're doing here in professional softball, is she was an All-American at Marshall, and she's better now. Here's Erin Koffel. Koffel, 316, still looking for her first homer of 2026. Had 5 homers a year ago when she was named the MVP of this league.
That's how good this Bandits team was last year, because I think you could also say the same, that I was going back and forth with who the MVP was going to be. It was either going to be Erin Koffel or Morgan Zirkle, who bats consistently right in front of her.
They finished 1-2
Yeah.
in the voting. It's really remarkable what Chicago has done here in the first 2 weeks of the season. They're playing with a hand behind their back. They've got a bunch of their roster still playing professionally over in Japan. Some big-name players will be coming back in the days to come. And they stayed afloat. Looked like they wouldn't when they lost their first 4 games, but this 3-game winning streak has changed the perspective.
Just think about how this team started. It was an 0-4 start on the road, yes, and so you turn the page and you come back home to Rosemont, and you've won 3 in a row.
Everyone's going to play a 25-game season, 25 games. Top 3 teams make it to postseason. There's a play-in game between the 2nd and the 3rd place team. It's a winner-take-all 1-game affair. And then the winner of that will take on the team with the best regular season record and a best-of-3 championship series. I love the format.
And you saw how close the standings are right now. We are only 7-8 games into the season, so still have a ways to go, but right now there's a lot of traffic. A couple of games separating at the top of the standings in first place all the way down to 4 or 5.
9th pitch of the at-bat. Pickens misses high and outside, upset with herself. So Koffel works the walk, and a runner aboard with 1 out.
Well, the AUSL leader in walks now has her 8th. And so we were talking about how Erin Koffel was last year's MVP, also the hitter of the year, just the respect factor. And she's just one of those players that knows her zone. She's not going to extend it if she doesn't have to, but 8 walks already in this young season.
Tiana Bell, her first look at Pickens as a pro. Bell hitting 3rd in this lineup. Couple of homers, 6 runs batted in. And she has missed the last 2 by a wide margin.
Well, this is really smart by Carlin Pickens. Just thinking about the at-bats that Tiana Bell has had, she has been very aggressive on the first or second pitch of every single at-bat. And so you're watching film as a pitcher. Yes, Carlin Pickens is a rookie, but she's watching the film saying, I can expand my zone a little bit early in the count against Tiana Bell. She is a big swinger early.
Little nubber stays foul. Kenzie, you have seen every pitch thrown as a professional by Carlin Pickens. What's the thing that stood out most to you?
Mentality and just the bounce back every time that she has had. Of course, the strikeouts is what we like to show in the highlights. She is a strikeout pitcher. But I feel like we've been watching her learn very quickly how to bounce back in this league, because it's not if you're going to get hit, it's when, and you are going to give up home runs. It's just the talent is so good. It's the best players in the world in this league. And so for a rookie, that when you do give up those big hits and you do give up those runs, how are you bouncing back? And we've seen Carlin Pickens every single time bounce back and be successful with that bounce back.
First time we've seen 75 miles per hour from her. She has got Sammy Williams set up. 0-2. Williams leading everyone in batting average. Came into the game 10 hits and 19 at bats. That's a .526 batting average with a couple of homers. Little number, Pickens. Uneventful first inning for her. So far, so good for Carolina. They lead 3-0 over the Chicago Bandits. Fun day around the AUSL yesterday. 2 games finishing with 6-1 final scores.
How about Utah already taking the series down in Texas? The defending champs, a couple of big swings. Caroline Jacobson and Savannah Jaquish going yard. Dell Diamond looked like they had a great crowd on hand to watch the Volts. And then going up to Portland, where we also had a debut. First game at that ballpark up in Portland, and it was so fun to watch. Of course, the Cascade won game 1. The Spark come back with shots from Sydney Romero and Maya Brady. So now this game is all tied up at 1. We will have a rubber match tomorrow between these two ball clubs. Of course, Megan Grant hitting another home run, likely thing for her to do. 6-1.
2 games, 6-1. First time matching final scores. And it happened on the 19th. You flip it upside down, you get 61. Just say it. All right, second inning. Bottom third of the order will bat against Taylor McQuillan, Alyssa Brito, Mackenzie Clark, Alicia Ocasio. Off-speed pitch, skips in the dirt. Brito, 3 hits, 16 at bats. One of those hits was a homer. Southern California from Tustin. Played at Garden Grove High School before going on to Oklahoma and starring as a Sooner. If you want to know what it's like in the booth as we get ready for games, we watch infield practice and we talk about the best arms in the league. And Brito usually wins. She's got an absolute howitzer from the shortstop spot.
Yeah, now you got me thinking about who the best arm is in the league, and I don't know, Alyssa Brito is up at the top for me.
Oh, her teammate left side of the diamond, Anna Gold, can really fire it as well.
Yeah.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Oops, almost took out Clark in the on-deck circle. It's been a big week for Taylor McQuillan. Just on Wednesday, it was announced that she is a full-fledged assistant coach at the University of Utah. Right back to McQuillan. First out of our second inning. Don't miss the WNBA action today on ABC. It's Caitlin Clark and Indiana taking on Atlanta at 1 o'clock. Then at 3, it's going to be Seattle taking on Phoenix. It all tips with WNBA Countdown at 12:30. Watch it live on ABC or stream it on the ESPN app. Here is Mackenzie Clark. Third year as a pro for Clark. Didn't mean to, but she's down in the count 0-2.
Talking about arm strength, Mackenzie Clark has one of the strongest arms in center field, and it's why she's in the lineup, because of what she provides defensively. Still looking for her first hit of the season.
It's remarkable. Doesn't have a hit, but she scored 4 runs. She's walked 3 times. She's been aggressive on the bases.
Seen a lot more changeups in this inning alone from Taylor McQuillan. Trying to slow down the bats for Carolina. Oh, been there.
Ball just slips away.
Yeah, been there. There's a ball.
So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Sorry.
Third time McQuillan's had a full count.
Just want to make sure that happens when no one is on base, because that is a live ball. Not to say that has happened to me, but it may have in a game where I threw it backwards to shortstop.
Whoops.
And there was a runner at third.
Oh, no.
We got her out at home.
Ah. A lot of different ways to skin a cat. You did it intentionally.
That's what
You're
I
worried about
said.
the batter. You said, yeah, I think we can get the base runner to make a mistake if I
Exactly.
just dribble the ball with my shortstop. With Kenzie Fowler, I'm Eric Collins. Nicole Mendez with us. Just outside of Chicago, where they revere softball. We're in Rosemont, Illinois. Parkway Bank Sports Complex. Middle game of a 3-game series. Carolina and Chicago. Picture perfect day. Chamber of Commerce approved day for softball. That bubble behind the third base line. Batting practice. You can do a lot of different things in that building. Straightaway center field. Morgan Zirkle makes the catch. One center fielder flies out to the other. And all of a sudden, Taylor McQuillan, after the home run, has retired 4 consecutive.
Now, she had to work for that out. That was a good piece from Mackenzie Clark, long at bat. Taylor McQuillan kind of giving her the full arsenal there.
Here's Alicia Ocasio. Ocasio has earned at-bats in every game so far this year. She was the opening day starter. She is a starting pitcher who a lot is expected of her, but she's been given a chance to bat, and she has responded. 6 hits and 16 at-bats. Look at that. That is helping out and earning your meal money.
That's what she did when she was at Florida, a national champion. And we talked to Dana Sorensen, the GM for Carolina, and you could hear from Dana that it was a point of emphasis to get Alicia in the game, whether it was offensively. Of course, we're going to see her in the circle, but she said in preseason and training camp that Alicia took reps at every position in the infield, just in case. She wanted to be ready.
I love that shot. We have both general managers. On the left is Jenny Dalton Hill, and on the right is Dana Sorensen. So general managers hanging out watching the game together. They could be talking trades.
Hey.
Trades get made mid-season. There's a bunch of players who experienced it a year ago. Devin Netz, Mackenzie Clark, both are traded mid-season. Ocasio pops it up. Who wants it? The catcher, Jacopo, makes the play. And a good bounce-back inning for Taylor McQuillan. McQuillan retires the side in order. Carolina continues to lead 3-0.
It is my pleasure to present this golden ticket to your very own Jocelyn Erickson.
It was a really emotional day because my whole family was there watching, just seeing that all my hard work has paid off and that my story will continue.
With the number 5 pick, the Chicago Bandits select catcher Jocelyn Erickson.
It means a lot to be a Chicago Bandit. I remember watching in the MPF, so I think to be playing in that stadium in Chicago, it's pretty historic. It'll be a surreal moment when I first step foot on that field and get to play with all my teammates around me.
Jocelyn Erickson will bat second here in our second inning. She is on deck. Great story, understanding the importance, the history, women's professional softball in particular here in Chicago. Kenzie Fowler, how great an idea was it a year ago to start with those golden tickets? It is the talk of the spring college season.
I'm already thinking about who will get golden tickets next year. That's how fun those golden ticket moments are in our sport, and it happens during the collegiate season. And so you see those moments happening with Jocelyn. She's wearing her Florida uniform, and she gets to celebrate with her teammates who, that monumental of a moment, and you get to celebrate with the people that have seen you through it all, the highest of highs, the lowest of lows, your best friends when you graduate. And of course, we see all of the reacts on social media. Of course, Reese Atwood, she got herself a golden ticket at Texas.
Oh, jeez. Jacopo got drilled 73 miles per hour on the leg.
Mm-mm. 73 miles an hour and right on the foot.
Toe, okay. So Jacopo is actually going to be taken out of the game for a runner. Yeah, it's going to be Kylie Sand coming out. So Sand will one for Jacopo. Of course, we have re-entry, so Jacopo will stay in the game. Second time that Pickens has allowed a base runner, still hasn't given up a base hit. She walked Koffel in the first inning. Now they hit batter. Here's Jocelyn Erickson. Talked about her winning that, being awarded the golden ticket.
Yeah, one cool thing about Jocelyn Erickson is that she is now on the same team as Erin Koffel, who was her grad assistant at Florida. And so she said, I've always looked up to Erin, and it kind of hit her in training camp down in Vero Beach. Oh man, I'm on the same team as Erin. We're wearing the same uniform. She was my coach as a grad assistant this season. Everyone always talks about your welcome to the pros moment, and Jocelyn said hers was in training camp, looking over, catching balls from shortstop at first base, and man, this is pretty cool. And you're also thinking about playing at Florida. Skylar Wallace will be returning soon from Japan to join the Bandits, and Jocelyn and Skylar were teammates at Florida, so there's a lot of familiarity, even though Jocelyn is a rookie. I'm even looking down at my lineup. Ailana Agbayani, who bats in the 9 spot, played club ball with Jocelyn back in the day. I think that's so key to have those familiar faces for a rookie to just take a breath and feel settled, because it is such a whirlwind once these athletes end their careers at the collegiate level and you're shipped off to go down to training camp and, of course, putting on that professional uniform.
Second strikeout for Pickens. Erickson goes down.
And that familiarity also goes to Carlin Pickens, who is pitching to a fellow rookie and Reese Atwood. But this battery, they have spent some time with Team USA together, and they were very excited to be paired up for Carolina.
Ooh, that was a close play. Throwing behind the base runner. Atwood's got a great arm behind the plate. Atwood and Nets on the same page with that throw it out at first.
We talked to Reese her first week at Carolina, and she said the most excited player that she was ready to link up with was Carlin. We're roommates with Team USA, and now, of course, at the pro level, but competed against each other in college as well as in the SEC. Tennessee, Texas, going at it a couple of times.
2 balls and a strike. Jessica Clements, the batter. 2 hits in 7 games for Clements. Inning began when Jacopo was hit with a pitch. Replaced by Sands at first. Erickson the strikeout. And now Clements the strikeout. 3 punch-outs for Pickens through the first 7 batters. Now it all comes down to this. Oklahoma's going to take on North Carolina in Game 1 of the Men's College World Series. It starts tonight at 8 Eastern Time. You can catch it on ESPN or stream it anytime on the ESPN app. Both Oklahoma and UNC with national championships in years past. Here's Elon Butler. She has something in common with all the batters before her. She starts with the first pitch strike from Pickens. Pickens has thrown strike 1 to all 8 batters she's faced.
Guarantee you that'll be something that Chicago is talking about in the dugout, second time through the lineup.
Bottom part of the order having a hard time catching up with that 73 and 74 mile-an-hour heat from Pickens.
Sometimes you have to just flat out cheat early in the at-bat against Carlin Pickens. I'm going up to the plate, I'm looking inside, I'm looking away.
Got her! That is the 8th swing and miss induced by Pickens. She strikes out the side. Erickson, Clements, and Butler. Carolina continues lead 3-0.
Well, this rookie already has 3 wins in this young season, and she gets the start here clean, striking out the side, making it look so easy.
Three to nothing. Carolina leads the Chicago Bandits as we play the 3rd inning here in Rosemont, Illinois. We will see 1, 2, and 3 for Carolina, batting against Taylor McQuillan, Anna Gold, Aubrey Leach, Dakota Kennedy. But we're going to talk to Erin Koffel this half inning, and Erin Koffel is last year's MVP, hitter of the year, wonderful defensive player as well, huge arm, and she's got helpful teammates helping her with her microphone and her battery pack. I love that. Hey, Erin, what's going on? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Fantastic stuff. Hey, how's the season going so far? We're still waiting for your first homer. What's the deal?
I know, right? I think I'm just taking it day by day, just one pitch at a time right now, right? So, you know, sometimes, some days you don't have it, but you just got to figure out how to work through it and just continue to trust the process as much as you can. And that's kind of what I've been doing a little bit. So.
Hey, curious, you said your first professional at bat against Carlin Pickens. What was that like? What did you see?
Yeah, I mean, I faced her before in college and then with USA, and I think she's dominant for a reason, right? But you just got to start a little bit earlier and find a way to get your barrel to the ball.
Erin, take us through what this young season has been like so far for your squad. Not the start that you guys wanted, but you've kind of found yourselves in the middle of a winning streak here. The offense has come alive. So what have you seen so far?
Yeah, it was a rough start, but I mean, I think we had to work through some things. The whole lineup was pretty much new. Yeah. So it's going to come, and I think, you know, we had a long team meeting, which I'm sure you're aware about, but just about connecting more and learning about each other more and how each one operates, you know, in between pitches and stuff like that, down to the little things. So I think that really changed the game for us, and we started to do some like together right here, T and sign language. So that started kind of what we started doing. Yeah, Tate.
You have a lot of rookies that you're surrounded with. I'm looking to the right side of the field. You have Ilana at second. Of course, Jossie, you're very familiar with her. Which rookie maybe you were most excited to be on the same team? Maybe it's Jocelyn, maybe it's someone that you've never played with.
Yeah, I think obviously Jocelyn, just because it was more of a, you know, a coach-player relationship, even though I really wasn't a coach. But I just absolutely love her competitive mentality that she has. Cut two. Yeah, I just love the competitive mentality that she has, and we kind of feed off each other in a way, in a sense, and she's actually hilarious, too. She has such an awesome personality with her, so I just absolutely love playing with her. But I've learned to love playing next to Augie. She's such a baller on defense, and she's such a queen, too. Yeah.
Leadoff double on a Gold. Here's Aubrey Leach. She walked and scored in the homer by Atwood back in the first inning.
I want to kind of ask situationally here. I'd like to go and pick your guys' brain in this situation. You have Aubrey, who's a triple threat. Who has third base on the steal here?
I do, if she bunts.
Okay.
Yeah, I will if she squares, unless Sammy thinks that she can get back. Yeah, Sam.
Are you shaded a little bit to your right?
My right. I'm trying to think of my right. Yes, I am. Yes, I definitely am shaded to my right because I know Anna's got speed and I know Aubrey's got speed too. And Aubrey can kind of spray everywhere, so she's tough to defend sometimes.
You never know what she's going to do either. There it is.
Like that.
Yeah, I see you guys are all wearing the pitch comm. How much does that help you as a defender knowing the pitch that's coming?
Yeah, so much. I mean, it gives us, even though we don't shade really, but we can kind of anticipate where the ball's going to go based off the hitter. Good. Yete. With you here. With you. You attack. Here we go. Good, Sam. Keeping it here.
Five-pitch walk to Leach. First two batters are aboard.
Erin, I do want to ask about, you had an amazing offseason. You got to go to the MLB Awards this November, and of course you were the MVP and the hitter of the year. I just want you to tell our audience what your experience was like at the MLB Awards.
Yeah, I mean, that was absolutely, that's not, no tag, you're good. Yes.
Wow.
No, good, hold.
Bobbled, eventually caught by Clements. A little theatrical.
Good.
It's out number one.
You're good. Good job.
Okay, so tell us about the MLB Awards. Sorry, that was a little bit of a...
No, you're good. Yeah, it was, defensive. I mean, for rehearsal, I think Mookie Betts was just standing on stage, so that just to start it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely crazy right now. I couldn't believe where I was at, but I was just trying to breathe and not, you know, be a celeb fan, so, and act like I belong there. So that was such a cool experience.
Who did you meet that stood out?
I think Mookie. I sat right next to him before we went up on stage, and we exchanged a few words. So that was something I'll never forget for sure. And then I got to Harold Reynolds. I got to meet him, and I've kind of gained a relationship with him, with his daughter Ella. So that's something that I'm really, really grateful that I could take away from that too. Here we go. Yeah. One, here we go.
So the meeting in the circle, that was pitching coach Taryn Mowat McKinney. This is an important at bat. Reese Atwood swung at the first pitch and hit a 3-run homer back in the first inning off of McQuillan.
Yeah, Lon, me and you here.
First ball swinging again, and Atwood's come through. A single to center, hit so hard that everyone could only move up 60 feet.
Was that the first pitch again?
Yes, she's seen 2 pitches.
No hurt, never no here.
So
never
the first at bat, the rookie up against the veteran in McQuillan goes yard on the first pitch, and she said, I like that first pitch so much, why change my game plan? Gets another one on the inner half. And that's just smart. That's just Reese being a catcher, knowing that she's probably not going to get that pitch away first time, so she's looking in, and the timing was right.
Throw to third, and barely back is gone. Is goal.
Yeah, no. Okay. Good.
Hey, Aaron, is the play at the plate for you guys right now, or are you going to try and turn 2 in the middle of the diamond?
Play at the plate, yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
We're watching the replay here.
Kowalik finds a hole. 1 run will score, maybe 2. Here comes Leach, and she scores with a slide. 2-run single, Kayla Kowalik, and the lead is now 5-0.
Just really simple swings here from Reese Atwood to Kayla Kowalik, the righty to the lefty, and she goes up and in. Look at how her hands get to this pitch and just turn on it. But so simple, not trying to do too much. There wasn't a big leg kick. It was just, let me get my barrel to something, right, with the bases loaded, not needing to do too much, just get it to the green.
So with runners on at first and at third, still just 1 out. Already 2 runs have scored. We're going to have a pitching change. Taylor McQuillan is going to be lifted. We're going to go righty, replacing the lefty. Amber Pfizer will come in and pitch for the 2nd consecutive game for Chicago. So we'll tell you about Amber Pfizer when we come back to Chicago. So we are going to say one. Kenzie's going to ask you one question just about being in Chicago. But you had one more question, Kenzie?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to ask the veteran, Erin Koffel, about joining the Chicago Bandits, because you and I have called a couple of games here, and I got to come watch a game here when we traveled from North Carolina to Chicago, and the fan support has been amazing. So, Erin, can you still hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so just tell us a little bit about what it's been like to play for now the Chicago Bandits, and you have a fan base, and everyone is wearing, you know, the city and your team names. What has it been like to see the fans come out?
It is absolutely awesome. It's a dream come true, and when I saw that I was drafted, to the Bandits. I was so happy. One, because it's only two hours from home, depending on traffic. But, I mean, this is the crowd we get at 11 a.m. on a Saturday. So I think I can't complain, right? This is awesome, and our colors are awesome, and this state is awesome. So I'm extremely grateful to be a Bandit.
Erin, thank you so much for your time. Loved it.
Thank you, guys.
Loved it. Erin Koffel. All right, so we've got runners on at first and at third. New pitchers, Amber Fiser. She's pitching to a former Chicago Bandit, Devin Netz, last year. Spent half the season playing here in Chicago. And Netz strikes out. Fiser doing Fiser things. Not a lot expected out of Amber Fiser coming out of spring training, but she has been tremendous.
Well, Eric, you talked about how Chicago is still awaiting the return of two of their roster pitchers who are competing professionally in Japan right now, Lexi Kilfoyle and Kat Sandercock. And so one of the bright spots for me has been watching Amber Fiser come in out of the reserve pool. She has not missed a beat. She has been electric. And you've seen her in relief. You've seen her get the start. She's been working that backdoor curve side to side. She'll also work that curve away. Has a great changeup. It's kind of an off-speed curve that she'll throw off of that curveball. So tunnels her pitches very well, and it's just an absolute competitor.
Alyssa Brito fouls it off of her leg. Amber Fiser is comfortable here in the Central Time Zone. She grew up in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, played collegiately at the University of Minnesota in Minneapolis, and now playing pro ball here in Chicago. There goes the runner down to second. That's the pinch runner right, and a throw gets away, and it'll allow another run to score. They throw through with 2 outs, and the ball skips into the outfield, allowing Atwood to score from third. So Carolina, a gift run. They lead 6-0.
This is just a miscommunication, first and third situation, and you can see Erin Koffel, she was a little bit late.
It's officially a stolen base for Jayla Wright, who came on to run for Kowalik. And the error by the catcher allows Atwood to score from third. Three balls and 2 strikes to Brito. It has been all Carolina. They lead 6-0. They have 5 hits. The Bandits still looking for their first hit. Off-speed pitch is a good one. Fiser strikes out Brito. So Fiser strikes out both Netz and Brito, but damage done. 3-run score in the inning for the Blaze. Welcome back. We're in Rosemont, Illinois. Bottom of the third inning, Carolina and Chicago. Morgan Zirkle will bat second here in our third inning, and it's been a huge week personally for Morgan Zirkle. She was nominated. She's going into the Marshall University Hall of Fame. This was her tweet just earlier today. So honored to join this prestigious group of inductees. Forever grateful for Marshall, for Coach Stanton, her coach right now, Shonda Stanton, and all of my teammates who made me who I am today. Morgan Zirkle, 4 years, just a tremendous collegiate career, and then going back, and now the longtime head coach at Marshall. There's the former head coach at Marshall, Shonda Stanton, who coached Morgan as a college player.
You can't have a Marshall Hall of Fame without Morgan Zirkle. Just without a doubt, the best softball player to ever come out of that program. And the fact that she's still around that program, she's the head coach.
Yeah.
She's balling here in the pro leagues. She's got her 9-to-5 duties as the head boss at her alum school. It's just such a cool story. And you and I talked about how Morgan Zirkle continues to get better in this league.
Ilana Agbayani is the batter. Zirkle had her 500th AU at bat back in the first inning. High pop-up. It's going to stay in the infield. Brito makes the play, 1 down. All right, for more on Morgan Zirkle, let's check in with Nicole.
Well, Morgan Zirkle just being able to not only play in college with Stanton, but also in pros. She said whenever she got her first steal from her coach, she just felt a rush of emotions, and it just felt like familiarity. And she said not only this being the first year playing with her, but over the course of her 10-year career in the pros, she was the one who so highly advocated for her to be able to play professionally, to play with USA. She's been such a life coach. So again, just such a full circle moment being able to come back and play underneath her here with the Bandits.
Thank you, Nicole. Morgan Zirkle has never missed a game as a pro. 153 consecutive games without a bump, a bruise that's kept her out of the game. This is the first ball to the outfield for the Bandits, and it's going to go all the way to the warning track before it's caught by Mackenzie Clark. Zirkle gave it a ride, 2 outs.
You can see Mackenzie Clark was joking with Dakota Kennedy out there in left field because the wind here in Chicago is always a factor, and it's always an adventure for those outfielders. And she was like, that ball was floating to track it down.
21, Aaron Koffel.
Second time through the order for Carlin Pickens. Starts off Koffel with an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Koffel walked back in the first inning. 2 base runners allowed by Pickens. The walk to Koffel, and she hit Jacopo in the second.
Doubles it up. Back-to-back changeups. And this is where it's so tough as a hitter because you're thinking about what's coming next. It's going to be high velo. Oh, 3 in a row. No way. I don't know if I've ever seen her do that. I was sitting here going, it's going to be 76 coming at you in tight on the hands.
Two and two. I know there's something going on when Pickens starts for Carolina. They have scored 11 runs and 9 runs in her first 2 starts. She has 2 complete games, and she's never thrown 7 innings. Games are always shortened because the offense has been so good. That is a really quick inning. 10 pitches needed for Pickens to retire Agbayani, Zirkle, and Koffel. Well, just thinking about tomorrow, AUSL continues on Sunday. First game starts 12:30 Eastern time on ESPN. That's going to be the Spark taking on the Cascade in Oregon. If you do the math, that's 12:30 Eastern time, Pacific time.
Ooh.
They're rolling out of bed and playing ball.
Yeah, they are.
I love it.
A little breakfast and ball.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed out in the Beaver State. We have a new pitcher, left-hander, coming out of the bullpen for Chicago, Mariah Lopez. Lopez is going to get a little bit of a soft landing. She's going to face 8-9 in the order before going back to the top and on a Gold.
Yeah, second arm in relief. We just saw Amber Pfizer come in with 2 quick strikeouts, but Chicago go into their lefty in the bullpen. Lopez was out of the reserve pool last season for the Talons on that championship run, had some very meaningful innings. Similar role here. Of course, All-American from Utah.
A little bit of a danger zone if you're Chicago. You can't afford to let the Blaze score too many more runs. We do have a run rule, which is 8. If any team side is up by 8 runs with 5 innings in the books, the game immediately is halted. It's a 6-0 lead right now for Carolina. And the way that Pickens is throwing.
Yeah. Chicago just needs to keep throwing up zeros. Give themselves a chance, and especially facing Carlin Pickens. I mean, you're not really going to get her at the beginning of the game. Your best chance against a pitcher of her caliber is in those late innings. When the pitch count is up, you've made her throw more pitches in each at bat. But she has had some smooth sailing here early.
I love it. She is always top step of the dugout. Lopez strikes out Clark. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts by Bandits pitching. Nets, Brito, and now Clark here in the 4th inning.
Now Lopez, the lefty, going in tight against Clark, the righty, curveball in. Just no fear, little margin for error, but with 2 strikes. I love that pitch.
Ocasio takes inside, has to skip away from that. Alicia popped out to the catcher back in the 2nd inning. Kenzie Pickens has got to be the envy of every single pitcher in the AUSL. I'm looking at some numbers right now. When Pickens has been in the circle, when she's been in the circle, the Blaze have outscored her opponents by a score of 26-3. 26-3. That run support is incredible. Softly hit right side. It's going to be a really quick play for Agbayani. Oh, she makes it look effortless. The transfer was so quick. They're 2 down here in the 4th inning.
That's a Gold Glove at Oklahoma. Won it in 2025 as a second baseman. Huge reason why she was one of those golden ticket winners and was drafted because of her defense. But yeah, to your point about the run support with Pickens, I don't really know what to make of that. The only thing that I can feel is when Carlin Pickens is in the circle, her innings are very quick and it feeds momentum to her offense. Like, they are constantly in the dugout offensively because her innings are so short defensively.
There have been a whole bunch of pitchers who have pitched their entire careers basically 1-0 and 2-1 games. Kat Osterman is a Texas Longhorn. My goodness, it was nail biters every single game because the offense didn't match the pitching. But right now, Pickens is just bathing in luxury. All the run support. Run rule win in her pro debut, a run rule win her 2nd start. And right now, a 6-0 lead. It's going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning. Koffel throws across the diamond, and Gold is retired. So good job by Mariah Lopez to stem the tide. She gets 3 consecutive outs here in our 4th.
Well, the #1 overall pick in this year's AUSL draft has been delivering. Carlin Pickens, 4 strikeouts. I love the way that she has used her changeup. She's expanded her zone so well, but keeping it down, working with her rookie battery mate, Reese Atwood, and looking for her 4th win, which would top the league. You see her already having 3 wins on this young season. This would be the most, and the fact that it's been coming from this rookie class, Carlin Pickens, Kenzie Brown, Maya Johnson, trio of All-Americans that have just come into this league and put their stamp on it so quickly. A lot of work between those 3 arms.
Gianna Bell, Sammy Williams, Mary Jacopo scheduled to bat against Pickens here in the 4th inning. Starting to get a little bit late for Chicago. They're already down by 6. They do not have a base hit. A couple of base runners. A first inning walk to Koffel, and Jacopo was hit to begin the 2nd. Since that hit batter, Pickens has retired 6 in a row. Through the first 11 batters, only 1 ball has made it to the outfield. There's number 2, Ocasio, 1 down. Carlin Pickens, 6 feet 1 inch tall, was an elite volleyball player growing up in Weaverville, North Carolina. That is Western North Carolina, super close to the state line. Tennessee chose to play for the Volunteers, Lady Vols. It's another first pitch strike.
Just so kismet, the fact that she was the #1 overall pick, of course, to Carolina, and the state that she grew up in was the 2021 North Carolina Gatorade Player of the Year. Just so fitting.
Ball and 2 strikes to Sammy Williams. There's another great Tennessee Lady Vol who played in this building for many years as a Chicago Bandit. That was back in the NPF, National Pro Fast Pitch days. Monica Abbott. Wow, carving her up. Pickens strikes out Williams. That is now 5 strikeouts for Pickens.
Well, and that's a strikeout against one of the hottest hitters in the league, if not the hottest hitter in the league. The hitter that leads the AUSL in hits with 10. And the rookie just going in tight and then sets up that drop ball.
Kenzie, if you were a hitter and you went back to the dugout and had to share a little local knowledge with what you're seeing from Pickens, what would you say?
I would say, look, you've got to be aggressive early in the count. Because when you wait to get to 2 strikes, I mean, not your choice. A lot of the times there's a lot of foul balls happening. Maybe you just get caught up a little bit, but you have got to be aggressive early.
Wow. Jacopo could have swung twice before that pitch made it to the plate.
Well, and that is the pitch that has been the difference for me today with Carlin Pickens, her changeup. Every time that she's thrown it, it's been around the zone, so it's a factor for the hitters.
Into center field. That's the first base hit of the day. 2-out single for Jacopo here in the 4th inning. And the no-hit dream is over for Pickens. She probably didn't even know she had a no-hitter going.
This just looks like a miss. You can see where Reese Atwood was set up. She wanted that pitch on the inner half, and it drifts over the outer half. And Mary Jacopo, she is so good away. You see the frustration from the rookie.
Jacopo last year, first year AUSL, had 2 hits the entire year. She was 2 for 22. She has changed everything this year. That's her 8th hit. She's now 8 for 18. So 2 for 22, 8 for 18. Pickens rebounds, gets Erickson. Side is retired. Still a shutout through 4 innings. Carolina cruising, leading Chicago 6-0. Today's celebration of the game is brought to us by Sephora, the exclusive beauty partner of the AUSL.
And this was the first pitch that Reese Atwood saw in her at bat in the first inning, a 3-run home run. And the Blaze were celebrating their rookie when she was coming home.
It is a 6-0 lead. Blaze with that 3 spot in the first inning. They put 3 more on the board in the third. Atwood was involved with both rallies. She's 2 for 2 today. She will bat third here in our 5th inning. Leach, Kennedy, Atwood all batting for the first time against Mariah Lopez. Chicago had been the hottest team in the league. They've won 3 consecutive games. But it has been all Carolina here in a Saturday early afternoon in Chicago. Leach has now walked 5 times on the season, 5 times in 7 games. Uh-oh. Aubrey Leach has not struck out all season long. Oh, right through the middle. Some things you guess at, other things you just know. Aubrey Leach is a pro. She can handle that bat. All right, let's go check in with Nicole.
Well, you guys are just speaking things into existence. In last inning, y'all talked about the offense that Blaze has been able to put up phenomenal numbers. Reese Atwood, whenever we interviewed her, talked about the timidity of the team yesterday. Complete 180 switch. Lindsay Leftwich, the hitting coach for the Blaze, said, we are going to be better at attacking our plan, going with our game plan and committing to it fully. And that is what you have seen from these hitters, not just with one pitcher, but they went through the entire roster for the Bandits and made game plans for each one.
It's working. It is working. This Carolina team, 282 is the team batting average, but they've been super patient with all the walks, and the offense is really coming through today.
Well, I just think the balance that Carolina has in their offense is really good. You have a couple of rookies in Dakota Kennedy and Reese Atwood who are kind of the meat of this lineup in that 3-4 spot. But you look at who else is surrounding those 2 rookies, and it's a ton of veterans who have so many at-bats under their belt, like an Aubrey Leach or a Kayla Kowalik. I just feel like the balance is almost perfect for Carolina. And you, of course, have the superstar, your ace, Carlton Pickens, the rookie.
First time today that Atwood has not swung at the first pitch. She's seen all the 3 pitches now. She's already got a homer and a single and 2 runs scored. And she has the full attention of Mariah Lopez.
Well, she's already seen as many pitches in this at-bat than she had the last 2.
That's a good strikeout or half.
Yeah, I'm throwing her changeups as well, for sure. Talking about how aggressive she was early in the count. Swinging at a couple of first pitches with the home run and then the base hit in the 3rd inning.
Okay. 3-1. 6 hits for the Blaze. High pop up. Wind is blowing out. Oh, the ball is dropped. Butler had it in the glove and dropped it. On her way to third goes Atwood. She'll make it safely. Another run scores. It's 7-0, Carolina. That wasn't routine, Kenzie. The wind is significant here in Chicago.
Now batting number 99. Any pop-up to the outfield is not routine when you are playing here in Rosemont. And so Elon Butler, she's drifting back a little bit and the ball hits her glove. Of course, she runs into the fence, it comes out. But man, that's a tough break.
And now the infield has to come in, because if Atwood scores, it's an 8-run lead for Carolina, and they'd be just 3 outs away from ending this one. Chicago realizes that defensively, and they're going to try and do whatever they can to make sure Atwood doesn't score. It's officially ruled an error on Butler, E9. So no run batted in for Atwood. Oh, and 2 to Kowalik. Big pitch for Lopez.
Every pitch in this at-bat to Kowalik has been away. Just knowing the importance of that run, 60 feet away at third base, trying to keep the ball on the left side of the infield. Ooh, goes in.
Kowalik hit it off of her body. It has been a tough first 2 weeks for Kowalik. She's been banged up as a catcher behind the plate with foul tips. She had an awkward slide in the second in her game on Wednesday, and now fouls it off her body.
Right off the top of her foot. She's like, man, could it had not hit my guard?
Ooh, what a take. Count goes full. That'll score the run. Atwood scores standing. Infield base hit for Kowalik. Second consecutive hit for Kowalik. Now has 3 RBIs on the day. And how big is that error out in right field by Elon Butler?
Lopez goes away again, and the ball finds the left side of the infield, but it was hit way too sharply by the veteran Kowalik.
Now heading number 17.
A little curious why Blaze is not pinch running for her. It looks like she was limping a little bit down the line. Of course, we talked about how she's been banged up and had that hard foul ball off of her foot, but if one thing we know about Kayla is that she is one of the toughest players.
We're going to have a pinch hitter. Jenna Laird bats. This is the spot normally occupied by Devin Metz. Metz 0 for 2. Softly. Oh, that's going to squirt foul. That could have been out number 2 if it had been pounced on earlier. How about the day for Reese Atwood? She's scored 3 times. Aubrey Leach has scored 3 times. One out there to second. The tag is applied. That's a double play. Really good play defensively by Chicago. Erickson to Koffel, 3-6 double play.
A little unconventional double play. You don't see this one every day, but Jocelyn Erickson, the rookie, going to shortstop Erin Koffel. Erin Koffel was Jocelyn's grad assistant at Florida, and now they are on the same team, turning a couple of double plays.
Okay, Did you like that? Yes, more of that.
Shortstop from Oklahoma.
On the curve threes, just like feel ready to drop step like a little bloop. Yeah. Yes, let's go. No. No. Yes.
I love it. We've got microphones everywhere listening in on conversations. Anna Gold and Erin Koffel. Every single pitch, Koffel will tell the umpire and everyone who wants to listen where the ball was. No. No. Little number. Pickens. Didn't have much of an angle, but she makes the play. How about that? Carlin Pickens fielding your position.
This is fun. Covering a lot of ground here and having to throw across her body. The angle on the throw for that out was very tricky. And there's no one else that's going to field this. It's Carlin Pickens or no one. And she says, I need to go get this. We've got 2 more outs now to get before this win is secured, and that is out number 1.
You can always tell how she's feeling. She has got a massive smile on her face at all times.
She's like, being a pro is easy.
Butler swings, lifts it to right field. Ocasio makes the catch. Hey, quickly, a scoring change to tell you about. The last ball by Atwood a moment ago, the last inning was originally an error. They changed it to a triple. So a great day for Atwood. Monday Night Baseball on ESPN. The Braves are in San Diego to take on the Padres. First pitch is set for 10 Eastern time. Watch it live on ESPN. You can also catch the game streaming on the ESPN app. It's come down to this, folks, because the Blaze are up by 8. Unless Chicago can score a run with 2 outs here in the 5th inning, this game's going to immediately come to a halt. It's going to be another complete game win for Carlin Pickens, her 3rd consecutive. That one is to the shortstop. Brito makes the play, and the ball game is over. 3rd run rule win for the Blaze this season, and all of them happen with Pickens in the circle. She is great on her own, but she is getting great run support as well.
Well, look, when you have your ace slotted to start a game as a team, like I would be thinking about this is the game that we're winning, right? Our best horse is in the circle. Yes, she's a rookie, but we know the talent that Carlin Pickens has every time she takes the circle. And so if you're the Blaze, you're like, this is our game to win. And it's why that Carlin Pickens is now 4-0.
It's amazing how close she came to getting a no-hitter.
Yeah.
It was a 2-out base hit by Maria Copo in the 4th inning. The only base hit allowed by Pickens. She walked one, hit a batter, only 3 base runners through 5 innings. She is the real deal here in the AUSL. So the series for the first 2 games is split. Chicago won on Wednesday. The Blaze come back with a win on Saturday. All right, Nicole is standing by with 2 of the stars of the game. Both Pickens and Atwood are with her.
You guys have been referred to as twin flames. I feel short compared to y'all two, but the battery, the way that you two have connected, not just on this team, but with USA, how has it been playing together? I'll start with you.
It's just been so much fun. You know, Reese is just such a tough girl behind the plate, you know, knowing how hard she works out there and us just having to figure each other out in a short amount of time. It's been awesome, honestly.
How has it been for you on the flip side, the way that she attacks the strike zone? I'm sure it's a catcher's dream.
Yeah, I mean, she's incredible. Throwing a one-hitter against, like, some of the best hitters in the country is just so insane, especially as a rookie. So super proud of her. She came out here, and she's just been throwing amazing. So glad she's on our team, and I don't have to face her anymore.
Yeah, a lot of pitchers don't want to face you, by the way. Today, your output offensively, what has been the change for you? You look so free at the plate right now.
Yeah, I think just this team has been so welcoming and it's making me feel just like really relaxed and freeing. Just talking to the veterans about game planning and things like that has just been really helpful. So just surrounding myself with really good people and teammates has really helped me play freely.
Yeah, and then on the flip side for you, whenever you're going and you're seeking advice from pitchers that you have, how has that been helping you on the mound?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Just this entire staff wants nothing but the best for everybody. So just feeding off of each other, creating that great energy, working in the bullpen, whatever it is, we both just we're all just in it together, and it's really cool.
I love it. It's really obvious and fun to watch. You guys are great. Thank you guys so much. Back to you guys.
Thank you.
Nicole, excellent stuff. What a day for the Carolina Blaze. They went 8-0 behind two rookies, Pickens and Atwood, both earning their keep.
These rookies are for real. Reese Atwood, she's 3 for 3. It's kind of a bummer we did not get to see one more at bat from Reese Atwood. All she needed was a double for the cycle. Started this game with a 3-run shot and then just kind of gave the ball to her battery mate Carlin and said, take it the rest of the way, throwing another shutout.
So with the win, you see the Blaze in the top spot, the lead dogs in the AUSL through their first 7 games. We will get a chance to see some more softball coming up later today, though. We'll see how the standing change with Utah and Texas when they play tonight.
Well, and it also sets up a rubber match between Chicago and Carolina tomorrow. You and I will have that one. We'll see who gets the series win.
Sure hope you enjoyed it. Congratulations to the Carolina Blaze. They pick up a win on a Saturday afternoon here in Chicago. AUSL continues tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. You will have Utah taking on Texas. Check our website, theausl.com, for where to watch. For Kenzie Fowler, Nicole Mendez, and our entire crew, I'm Eric Collins saying good night from Rosemont.